'Cause I wished you the best of all this world could give. And I told you when you left me, there's nothing to forgive. But I always thought you'd come back, tell me all you found was heartbreak and misery. It's hard for me to say, jealous of the way you're happy without me. It's hard for me to say, jealous of the way you're happy without me. Oh, just beautiful.
Oh, there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, your MLS Idol winner for week 2, Andrew Wheeler Amanu of Sacramento Republic. That was his winning performance, an excerpt from his moving cover, Jealous by Labyrinth. Welcome to week 3 of MLS Idol. Susanna Collins here alongside Charlie Davies. Charlie, I could listen to that all day.
I'm happy for Andrew. I'm happy for Sacramento, who won't even join MLS for another 2 years. And I'm happy that fans recognize his incredible hidden talent. Most of all, I'm happy that MLS Works will donate $1,000 to Department of Sound in Sacramento.
Absolutely. I second that, and we are going to catch up with Andrew a little bit later on in the show and learn more about that organization's work. So good.
Did you notice, as good as Andrew's voice was, the voting was close. Tommy Thompson and San Jose Earthquake fans gave their Cali rivals a run for their money. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh,
it doesn't get closer.
Goodness. I mean, and the thing is, Charlie, any one of those guys could have won last week. And I'm kind of hoping that we see some more entries from all of them, because you can do that on MLS Idol. There's no limit to the number of entries. So, Tommy, if you feel like you got shortchanged here, let's see some more. Let's see some more.
I mean, he already DM'd me and said he's coming with some more heat. So, Kyle and John, submit new videos. There's no limit to how many times you can enter. Just like there's no limit on how many times you can vote as well, fans. So, step your game up, guys. Mix it up. Give us a shout out. Whatever it takes. You gotta be in it to win it.
I love it, Charlie. We've got such a great show today. 4 new contestants. Seattle's Stephen Fry, Portland's Diego Valeri, New England's Andrew Farrell, and Atlanta's Mateos Rossetto. And there is some serious star power in here. These guys are crazy talented. I'm so pumped.
Certainly a highly talented group on the field, but I can't wait to see what they have up their sleeve.
It's so exciting. Okay. So speaking of talent, we have a very, very special guest judge joining us today. Columbia Records recording artist, Quinn XCII. Welcome to MLS Idol, Quinn. What is up?
What's up, guys? How are you?
So good to see you, man.
Charlie, good to see you again,
a while. Dude. I want to quickly tell everyone how we met. I gotta let everybody know.
I was gonna say, Charlie, we go way back.
You were on a tour across the country. You made a stop in Boston. I took you on a tour of Gillette Stadium, introduced you to the New England Revolution. Then 3 months later, my wife and I were at your concert in Boston. You blew the roof off the House of Blues. And we were just mesmerized at how devoted your fans were and also just how talented you were. Vocals for days. So,
thank you,
so
man.
Cool that you're joining us for this.
Thank you, guys. No, I was saying off air, like, I'm such a big soccer fan, huge MLS fan, so this is way cooler than any music thing I do. So trust me, the honor is mine. The honor is totally mine.
Oh, man.
So,
Somehow I doubt that. But Quinn, how did you get into soccer? Because I love this. This is so exciting that you have such a connection to MLS.
Yeah. Well, I feel like most kids in the United States, you just kind of grow up and that's the first sport you try playing. And for me, I just fell in love with it. I think at 3 years old, I started playing it and just kind of kept doing it my whole life. And I almost played collegiately, but I realized that I wasn't going to make it professionally, so I was like, I might just want to go to a bigger university and enjoy my 4 years there and not have to do the crazy training. So I kind of gave up at the end of my senior year of high school. But no, I mean, it's something I mean, look, I play FIFA every single day. My wife hates me for doing it, but I do it. I watch soccer all the time, English Premier League every Sunday, Saturday morning. Like, it's such a big part of my life. As much as music is part of my life, I would say soccer is equally just as important. So it's awesome to talk to you guys and be here.
Well, when I met you, you were rocking sambas. So that right there gives you automatic points. But then
on stage, it's good to have those.
Exactly. Then you mentioned how you were tight with Zach Steffen. How did that relationship happen?
Yeah, Zach and I, when Zach was playing in Columbus for the Crew, he came out to a show along with actually Zach Wierenski of the Columbus Blue Jackets. So a couple athletes, showed some like interest in my music, and they came out and we just, Zach and I just, being a soccer fan and him being obviously a goalkeeper, just stayed in contact and yeah, just kind of like you and I, Charlie, just kind of formed this
vibe. The vibe is real.
Vibe and friendship. Yeah. So it's been great.
So we've all been trying to keep ourselves busy during quarantine, but you've put us to shame, to absolute shame, by releasing a new track called Coffee. Let's check it out.
I just made 2 cups of coffee, but you're not here to drink it now. Forgot you left before the morning. Guess I'll never know who you're thinking about. Is there a reason you won't call me back? 'Cause I wish that you were back in bed with me. The fact you use me kinda makes me sad. It's no question that you're probably done with me. Open one eye, but you're not here. Left the windows open wide so I could hear you leave. I just made 2 cups of coffee, but you're not here to drink it now. Forgot you left before the morning. Guess I'll never know who you're thinking about. Who you're thinking about.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good.
Thank you, guys.
Coming from somebody who drinks copious amounts of coffee throughout the day, especially in quarantine, I can relate to this. But Quinn, I want to talk to you about your musical style just a little bit, because you're kind of known for blending a whole bunch of different styles together, from reggae to pop to soul to rap. What are some of your biggest influences when you're creating your music?
Yeah, I being from Detroit, I was put on a lot of Motown music growing up, and so I grew up listening to like Michael Jackson and the Temptations, and but as I got older, I got into like Kid Cudi and Jack Johnson and some electronic. Yeah, so a really, like you said, Susanna, like a wide just array of different stuff. So that's kind of what my music is. It's like this hodgepodge mix of a bunch of different sounds and styles and inspirations. And yeah, I think I just draw inspiration to all those guys that I grew up listening to and that I'm such fans of, and just try to funnel it into what I do as an artist.
Quinn,
oh, it's so good.
I love your music, but I'm really feeling this song. So dope. Some of the things you're doing in quarantine are absolutely hilarious. Can you tell us a little bit about what went into making this video?
Thank you, guys. So, I mean, clearly everyone here is on lockdown with everything going on. So the budget and the resources we had were very limited. So what we did was we filmed something. What you're watching right now is the house that I'm in right now is the house that you're watching on video. And we filmed a music video here, and we just wanted to paint a story about the song, but we did it in the confines of my house. My wife's actually in that video, but she also filmed every single shot in that video with her iPhone, and also, so she is I'm hanging on to that one, because if I ever need more videos, I know I have like a film director I'm married to apparently. So no, it was cool. We set up like security cameras, and just try to capture this at home kind of DIY vibe, because I think everyone can relate to that currently with the restrictions we have going on. So,
amen.
Well, shout out to your wife, because that is
Yes.
huge,
big time.
Yes.
Well, our players have been creating some of their own content during quarantine, so let's get to them.
Let's do it. We have some incredible contestants today, and our first contestant kicking things off, goalkeeper for the Seattle Sounders, Stephen Fry, who we all know is an absolute rock star in the net. Who could forget his 2016 MLS Cup performance? He was MVP in that game, but he is also an incredible artist, and that is something that he has said has been a really great outlet for him outside of soccer, especially now during quarantine. He is performing on behalf of the Rave Foundation. So, Steph, let's see what you got. Okay, I need some of that on my bare walls in my Brooklyn apartment. That is sick. Quinn, what do you think of Steph's work?
I was going to say, it looks like it could hang perfectly right up here in my office. This is spectacular. I mean, I envy anyone who has an ability to create with paint and colors. And I mean, with music, it's like you try to paint a picture sonically using, colors, but he's clearly doing it in a different fashion. But this is amazing. I mean, I don't know. It's something I could not do, and he's making a big impression with me already.
It's beautiful, and you can tell. I mean, goalkeepers, we've talked about this before. Goalkeepers, they just think differently, and they have an incredible attention to detail, and you can see that mindset directly reflected in this artwork. It is so precise, the use of color. I look at it and it makes me happy. What about you, Charlie?
That was cool. Well done, Steph. You can tell he's really creative, and it must take him hours on hours to get this done. So he's showing a lot of, I guess, dedication to his craft. I love the different colors that he uses. It's really impressive. I love all art, but I'm a big fan of modern art. And I have this perfect place right above my couch upstairs that would look marvelous on the wall. So, Steph, hit me up.
Well, hey, Charlie, I've got good news for you. You can check out more of his work at steph24fry.com.
Okay.
So there you go.
I'll be there.
Done and done. Oh, okay. Steph is going to be tough to beat, no doubt. But our next contestant is up. And we are stirring the pot here with this guy because he plays for Seattle's biggest rival, the Portland Timbers, and he is just a superstar for them. The 2017 MLS MVP, Diego Valeri, one of the best players this league has ever seen. And on top of that, he also happens to play a little guitar, backing up with a very special vocalist, his adorable daughter, Connie. They are performing on behalf of the Oregon Food Bank. So with that, Diego, Connie, take it away.
We are the Timbers, the Portland Timbers. Green and gold, green and gold, green and gold, gold, gold. My friends, up to the city, we're gonna shake the days of head. Na 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 na. Green and gold, green and gold, green and gold, gold, gold. Na 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 na.
I mean, Portland Timbers supporters are going to love this performance. Yeah. Quinn, what's your reaction to this one?
He's got some chops on the guitar. It reminds me of that movie Coco. Just like it's very, like I don't know, just gave me good vibes the second he started playing. And then if it couldn't get more impressive, he throws his daughter in, Connie. Great vocals, by the way. They had a really nice kind of like juxtaposition of their vocals. This to me is very impressive. I'm not familiar with the Portland Timbers. Is that their themes or like their
one of their
team's
supporter
chant?
songs. One of
Got
them,
it.
yes.
I was not familiar,
Yes.
but impressive. I'm very
it's
impressed
catchy.
by that.
There
yeah.
are so many things I love about this video. Number one, the fact that he chose his daughter to perform with, I
Yeah.
think is just absolutely precious, and they make such an incredible duo. But I love that it's that little Spanish guitar kind of sound
Yep.
that I dig so much, set to the Portland Timber song. I mean, it hits on every single level, and he is super talented on that guitar. Connie's got the vocal chops. Charlie, I'm super impressed. What about you?
The cuteness is on another level. And the fact that Connie's rocking the jersey, she's twirling the scarf. He's
got the
obviously
scarf, yeah.
a skilled guitarist. I would like to hear him sing more because he has a good voice too. I mean, he could do it all. And I know the Timbers fans are going to be losing their mind after seeing that because it just shows a dedication to the song was dedicated to the fans. So obviously they mean a lot to him and his family.
Yeah, I mean, Portland is near and dear to his heart. And do you know what else I want to say about this? I love the fact, I want to see more family members, guys. So there are
Also,
It's a
these
little
are the
unfair.
rules on MLS Idol. You can bring them in.
It is.
Let's get the whole family
little-
involved.
Diego Smart's a little unfair because now I'm a little biased to voting for his
Feel a
daughter
little
now. And Stephen Fry was impressive, but you bring your daughter in, the cuteness
game
overload, like
changer.
Charlie said. It's a game changer. Yeah.
It's a game changer. All right, folks. Well, as soon as all 4 contestants have performed, remember you can vote by posting hashtag MLS Idol and then the last name of your favorite contestant on Twitter and in the Facebook comments. So remember that. We are ready for our third contestant, and that is Andrew Farrell of the New England Revolution, who, if you follow on Instagram, this is a guy very multifaceted. He's got a great sense of style, a great sense of humor, and he's also really great at playing the piano. Charlie, I know he's your boy. Did you know that he could play?
No. I heard whispers that he could play the piano for years, but I've never heard him play before. So I'm very intrigued.
Well,
Okay.
Andrew is performing on behalf of the New England Revolution Charitable Foundation. So having said that,
I got to see
Andrew,
this. Let's go.
the floor is yours. Stop it.
I will fix
One of my favorite songs.
My heart.
Easy.
Oh.
Another one?
It's a medley.
Get out. Get out.
This isn't fair.
I'll be right here waiting for you.
Getting emotional over here.
Oh, this is good.
That's not fair, Andrew Farrell. We are in quarantine, and I am a very fragile emotional state right now, and it just got me right in the heart, Quinn. How'd you feel about that one?
I wasn't expecting a mashup. That was incredible. First of all, I'm a huge Coldplay fan, so he busted out. What was that? The Scientist, and I think it was another. I can't think about it off the top of
Was
my
it
head,
Fix
but
You?
I mean,
Fix
might have been Fix You.
Clocks.
Might have been.
Was it clocks?
Clocks. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was really impressive. I think we don't give enough credit to piano players who can. It's a very technical, one of the most technical instruments. So I mean, my keys player that I play with on stage, every time I see him do his thing, it's so mesmerizing just to see the way he incorporates every single aspect of the piano. And so Andrew's doing it here too. So Charlie, that was really good. I'm pretty impressed right now. And the last one, who is that? That's
Richard
not
Marx.
Celine Dion, is it?
Richard
Marx.
Marx.
Richard
I'll be
Marx.
right here waiting for
And-
you. Are you kidding me?
I'm just going to say it right now. Richard Marx is severely underrated in terms of his songwriting ability because he has done some bangers that literally, like I said, just like get me right in the heart. I love the diversity, the range that he showed with this. It was emotional. It was beautiful. The way he played, I love it when you can feel the emotion through the instrument. And it took me on this little journey and it brought a little tear to my eye. It was really, really beautiful, Charlie.
Andrew Farrell, I didn't know you had that in you. God. All from memory. All from memory, too. I love how he switched so easily between the songs and the tunes were top, because I'm a huge Coldplay fan as well. So he didn't do just one. It was 4 songs, and he finished with I'll be right there waiting for you. He knew what he was doing. Come
Get out of
on.
town.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Get out of town.
Oh, he hit me in the heart.
I know. Andrew Farrell just shooting daggers at us. Oh, my goodness. All right, guys. It is time for our 4th and final contestant, and that is Mateus Rossetto of Atlanta United, who we're about to see. He's a very gifted guitar player, but that wasn't even his first instrument of choice as a kid. He wanted to be a drummer, but his dad bought him a guitar, and he was like, nah, I'm not interested in playing this. Got bored one day, picked it up, and found out he was really good at it, and the rest is history. So he is going to be playing on behalf of the Center for Family Resources. Mateus, let's see what you got. Okay.
Pretty
I just
good.
want to say 23 years old, kids. 23 years old, professional soccer player, and he can do that, Quinn. What do you think of Mateus?
It's not fair. I was going to say, all these guys are professional athletes. It's not fair that they can be professional athletes and also paint, play guitar, play piano. Like, I can just do one thing. I think this is similar to you guys. Like, if you could be multifaceted like this, specifically with him at being 23 years old, I mean, I was closing my eyes. I was kind of being put in a trance. That was fantastic. If that was him singing, though, I think he would have been the clear winner, because that voice came in and I was like, who is that? I mean, still, this was fantastic, though. This was fantastic.
Really, really good. Again, it just kind of in the same way that Andrew Farrell took me somewhere, so did Mateus. And he is beautiful. The way he connects with his instrument and just feeling that music and letting it guide him. It was just a really, really beautiful, subdued but peaceful performance that made me feel really good, Charlie.
That was awesome. He's a pro. And I love his music choice. You can see he has a real passion for it. He's very talented. He makes it look effortless. So I'm just, if he sang, he would have knocked it out of the park. I mean, talking grand stuff. That's phenomenal. But if he added some chorus to that,
Right? Stop it.
Yeah.
I would have been in floods. Just like a mess, like ugly crying, the whole thing. Okay, you guys, now we have to vote now. We have to vote. And I don't know what I'm going to do, but we have our pads of paper and our markers, so we're going to write down hashtag MLS Idol and then the last name of who we think should win, and I have no idea what I'm going to write down right now. I'm just saying. This is so tough. We've got Stefan Fry, Diego Valeri, Andrew Farrell, and Mateus Rossetto. Oh my gosh, I have to go with my heart, I think. I don't know.
MLS Idol, why are you doing this to me?
This is so mean. This is so mean. Ugh.
Oh boy.
All are deserving of winning this.
Thank you. Well said, Quinn. Okay, has everybody written theirs down?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, on the count of 3, I want us all to hold up and reveal our choice. You ready?
Ready.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Unanimous.
Oh!
It was the Coldplay trick.
It was the Coldplay. It was the Coldplay.
Okay.
And you
Quinn,
know what? You know what too though?
And Richard
I was gonna
Marx.
say, Richard
ahead.
Marx too, not Celine Dion, Richard Marx, but he's a part of the New England Revolution, and that was also I'm a little, because me and Charlie, we got a friendship going on. I got a tour of Gillette Stadium. I was a little, and then he threw the Coldplay on top. It was like, Diego Valeri was my next winner. And I'm sorry I have to break Connie's heart like that, but I just think Andrew Farrell did it for me with the Coldplay medley. Yeah.
Well, the good thing is our
I
votes
cannot-
don't count. Our votes
I
don't
can't
count.
believe it. This is the 3rd time that it's happened that the judges were all unanimous, and I really didn't think it was going to happen this week. But Andrew Farrell, man, he just got me in the heart, and
Yeah.
I voted with my heart, Charlie Davies. I don't know. What can I say?
This was by far the hardest week to pick a winner. I think each contestant had an argument to be picked number 1. There is no wrong answer here, but I'm going to go with Andrew. I have to go with Andrew.
Yep.
I love the variety of songs. It's the 4 songs, like you said, the mashup. He mashed it up,
Yeah.
and you're throwing Coldplay in there, and then you're going to end with Richard Marx?
I know.
I know that he's self-taught, too.
Richard Marx, man.
He's never
It
had
got
a
me.
piano
All
lesson.
right.
He's self-taught. So that's
Unbelievable,
that's
which
what
makes it
surprised
even
me.
more impressive.
Yep.
Makes it even more impressive. Okay, so ultimately, we have had our say, but it is not up to us, gentlemen. It is up to you guys, the fans. So this is how you vote. You use that hashtag MLS Idol. Write down the last name, just the last name of the guy that you think is worthy of being our Week 3 winner. You can go on Twitter and Facebook in the comments and vote, have your voices heard. Also, if you go to MLS's Twitter account, they are going to set up a little voting graphic for you. So all you have to do is find that tweet and click on whoever you want to win. So that's another way for you guys to get your votes out there.
And I really just want to thank all the players who have sent in videos. It's not easy to put yourself out there to be judged. So fans, we owe it to them to get out there and vote often. But next we have Andrew, the Week 2 winner.
That's right, Charlie. Joining us now on MLS Idol, our Week 2 winner, Sacramento Republic midfielder, Andrew Wheeler-Amanu. Welcome to the show, Andrew. Woo!
Congratulations.
Big
Appreciate
snaps.
y'all. Thank you very much.
Okay, so Andrew, as I said, you were our Week 2 winner. Sacramento fans came out for you in Week 2. And,
Boy, did
you
they.
know, Sacramento, they're not even going to be in MLS until 2022. So I feel like that says a lot about the supporters in Sacramento. What does it mean to you that they gave you the win?
Man, it's awesome. I think you hit the nail on the head. It says a lot about, I think, what a lot of the soccer community in America already knows about Sacramento's soccer culture and community as a whole. The reason why I believe, a big reason why they got the MLS bid, the support in the community here has been unbelievable since I've been here. And this is just another example of it. So very, very grateful that they came out for the show.
Andrew, you were able to help an organization that started last year in Sacramento. Can you tell us about the Department of Sound?
Yeah, definitely. I didn't really know much about the nonprofit, and then my team brought it to me, and I did some research, and it's incredible, quite honestly. And so their main objective, honestly, is to provide opportunities for youth through music. And they have this like 3-phase or 3-pronged approach, if you will, about how they plan to go about their goals. And right now they're in phase one, moving on to phase two. Phase one has just been getting out into the Sacramento community and doing DJing workshops and kind of teaching kids in middle school and high school the technical parts of sound engineering and music production. And they're moving on to phase two, which is them being able to have an online platform to provide free DJing workshops virtually. And then the ultimate goal is for them to get to phase three, where they're able to own and operate a nonprofit studio in downtown Sacramento. So I'm glad that the money's going to be going to a cause that's really cool.
That's amazing. Andrew, Quinn here. I don't know if you're familiar with what I do, but I'm a musician, big soccer fan, so this is why I'm here today, as a guest judge. I just want to say, I don't have really a question for you. I just want to say, if soccer doesn't work out, hit me up. I love your voice. We can make some music together in the future, dude. It was very impressed. I'm a big Labyrinth fan, too, so do you listen to him by chance? I mean, you must, but he's fantastic.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate that, and I was really fortunate in college to be around some really talented vocalists and musicians. So, man, anybody who's a musician, post college for me, I have a lot of respect for. So I appreciate the kind words. But yeah, I definitely listen to Labyrinth and his type of music, like that R&B soulful music. That's like right down my lane every time. So yeah.
Nice, keep it up, man.
Thank you,
Andrew. When did you first get into music, and when did you first realize that you kind of you had a gift there?
Yeah, well, music has been extremely vital for me most of my life. I think it's always been a way for me to have some type of cathartic release from whatever stress might be going on. I think oftentimes in society, as when we look at kids, we don't think they really go through a lot of stress, but all the research that comes out, and over the years, as you get older, you realize stress is relative. And so, I used to have really long car rides to school. I lived an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes away from my high school. And so I would just be listening to music in the car both ways all the time for 5 years. That's what I did. And, playing wise, when I was a kid, I took piano lessons for about 2 years when I was, either 5 to 7 or 6 to 8. And then I actually didn't touch a piano again until I got out of college. I knew it was something I always wanted to do, but I was really focused on soccer, so I really didn't have the time that I wanted to dedicate to it. So I graduated from college, and I flew back to Atlanta where I was playing at the time. And 2 days later, I went out and bought a keyboard. And for the past 3 years now, I've just tried to put in as much practice as I can.
Well, we're thankful that you bought that piano because, man, you can play. So we had a special guest last week, Bobby Boswell. You might know him from your days with Atlanta United. He told us last week that you sing in the locker room and in the shower, and that he wanted to stay in the shower. He was done, but he wanted to stay in the shower for 30 minutes. What was the most requested song from the guys?
Oh, man. I can't say they requested too many songs. I just kind of gave them what I was feeling on the day. I think the interesting thing, not the interesting thing, but the funny thing is showers are obviously notorious for having very nice acoustics. And we were very fortunate in Atlanta. We had a really nice shower. And so I would kind of stand in a corner and have the sound just hit off the walls and come straight back to me. And I think it's funny because they would I don't sing to impress other people. It is genuinely something I do that it's just an exercise I do to have fun and have that release, as I said. And for me, whenever I do something, I try to get better as I'm doing it. So I would sing over and over again the same verse or chorus of a song, listening to how it sounded. And so I'm sure it got annoying because maybe I'll sing Alicia Keys sometimes, as he mentioned. But I sang a lot. At the time, Jeff Lorenowitz, who's still there, he made a joke one day about how you could tell what type of mood I was in, depending on what song I came in singing in the morning.
Okay.
So if I was singing some John Legend, maybe I was having some troubles in my life or something like that. But I thought that was pretty funny because it's pretty accurate too.
Well,
it tends to be representative of my mood.
You need to re-record a new song, new track, and submit it again because you stand a good chance at winning another $1,000. Okay, so please, because we want to hear you sing some more and play the piano. So please do that.
I appreciate that. I'll do my best.
Andrew, thank you so much for joining us on MLS Idol. Thank you for sharing your gift with us. Like Charlie said, we want to hear more. Keep doing your thing, man. And more importantly, stay safe and stay healthy.
Thank you guys very much.
What a guy. I love it. Well, guys, just a quick update. I know the show is called MLS Idol, but guess what? MLS isn't actually idle right now. This week, they have returned to individual player workouts. So that is a very, very good little piece of news. It is the first step in returning to whatever this 2020 season is going to look like. And of course, they're going to abide by all the safety and health protocols during those individual training sessions. But that is some good news. And some more good news. We have another episode of MLS Idol coming at you next week. We have Miami's Will Trapp, Sporting Kansas City's Gianluca Busio, and we have our very own MLS Idol edition of the Hell is Real Derby in Ohio. So that is going to be really spectacular. And also we might be having a little live performance, I've been told. So that could be very cool.
Don't do it to me like that, Susanna.
Yes, I'm just.
All I know is I've been cheesing all day. I've been cheesing all day since I heard players are starting to train again. We're getting closer. We're getting closer.
It's coming back. It's coming back.
That'd
so
be crazy.
is MLS Idol. It's so great.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I want to thank MLS Works again. Get your votes in. Stay safe, people.
And Quinn 92. Quinn, you were such a phenomenal guest judge. Cannot thank you enough for taking the time to come on the show and share your insight with us. You were amazing. I loved hearing everything that you had to say, and keep doing what you're doing too, because I need more of that coffee, smooth jams in my life.
I got you, Susanna.
Are the man.
I got you. Thank you guys very much. Like I said earlier, huge fan. So like this is so cool for me. So if you ever need another guest, have me on as much as you want. I got nothing going on, so let me know.
I love that.
And you've got an album coming out. You have an album coming out in July, is that right?
July 10th, I have an album out called A Letter to My Younger Self. Yeah, so you guys got some music coming from me, and another song coming this month. So just be on the lookout.
Hey, I won't mind if you send me that album early.
I got you, Charlie. I got you. I'll send it to you.
Charlie, just working those connections. Yeah. Oh, this was so much fun. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to MLS Idol. Make sure you get out and vote. Hashtag MLS Idol, the last name of the guy you think should win. And as we send you out, we are going to indulge in a little bit more from Andrew Wheeler-Amanu. This is his rendition of Yellow by Coldplay. Take it away, Andrew.
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and all the things you do, and it was all yellow. Came along, I wrote this song for you. Oh, what a thing to do. It was all yellow. So then I took my turn on all the things I'd done. And it was all yellow. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turning at the stars.